Alright. I don't know if I'm supposed to ask when. I mean, it's 30 minutes, but. So, work situation. Yes, y'all, I mentioned. Yes, y'all, I mentioned. I know, right? Work situation. Wouldn't you like to have the emotional capacity and say, maybe you don't quite understand emotional capacity. Wouldn't you like to be able to go to work and not care? Not say you don't care, but not act like you don't care, but actually don't care. Wouldn't you like to go somewhere, wherever you're going, and not care? The true feeling of not caring. Like I said before, on TikTok and on Instagram, TikTok, children don't care. One that have not been tainted do not care. And they're so admirable. They're so free. They're so open. They have no worries in the world. You can't help but love them. They're very attractive. They're very happy. See, the thing is, back in the day, back in my day, I was raised up on the Bible movies, the historical movies. I was raised up on all that. So back in my day, I was shown that people live completely different than what we live now. People didn't live in institutions, People didn't live in institutions and corporations. If you know, you know. Simple. They lived in regions of the land, tribes, kingdoms, sections, however you would like to put it. And there was, not saying it was good, I'm not going to say that it was good, but there were processes of the elite. How were you to be a wife of the elite? You were raised a particular way to present value. You were not raised in a particular way to be a heron, because they did have sections for the herons, for the women who served that purpose, and then they had the section for the women who were raised at a certain level of life to be of value, of different sections, whether that be language, whether that be crafts, home crafts. These women served value. Same thing with men. There were men who did lower tier things, commoners, just like there were women commoners. But there were men who were raised to have a higher value on themselves. And you know, those were the ones who made the movies, who were the main characters of those movies, you know. But you always seem to bear that of life, to be of importance in life. Not to just be of importance, and I'm sorry, I gotta stretch. I literally woke up, it was just like, I'm gonna film. So, yeah. Be it that some people don't. See, they're using the laws of the universe. Why is that? Because they have boundaries, standards, morals, ethics, values that protects them from anything that does not. And then when you meet people who have that, then it's the like-minded group, and your benefit is able to benefit this person, and so on and so forth within that group, and so on and so forth throughout, because everyone has the same core understanding: morals, ethics, values, boundaries. Morals, ethics, boundaries, values. They got a border of what they will and will not accept, do, hear, be around. Maybe they know that they'll become the next person of that. Maybe they don't know. But they have decided that their life serves a work. Other words, life's work. And they got something to do. Other words, purpose. So many people are like, I want to find my purpose. I want to find my purpose. Well, I moved my hand. It looks really weird. Well, you could go back to when you were, younger. Because when I was younger, I seen those kids on TV. You know, they don't have them anymore. Well, it depends, like on the select channels. Late at night, they do have them. But it was the commercials of little kids in Africa and the Middle East, or people call them third world countries, which are the ones that we need to be paying attention to, the ones who actually serve life and not the prerequisite of man's creation. They had so many commercials of little children that were starving and whatnot. So if y'all are from the younger crowd nowadays and you heard the statement or phrase that there are kids starving in Africa, we heard that all the time. Cafeteria lady told us, teacher told us, those people, they weren't teachers, but like the lunch chaperones told us, like, you're gonna eat all that? There are little kids starving in Africa. You sure you're not gonna eat all of that? Those little kids in Africa would definitely love to have those peas. Definitely love to have those carrots. Oh, guess you're gonna guilt me into eating the rest of my food when I'm full? Or when I didn't like it? Or when it didn't have any flavor? Let me stop. But literally guilt tripped people into eating the rest of their food. Some kids didn't, some kids didn't. I mean, I didn't. It was always time to go, but like, I definitely felt some type of way about being told that. It definitely didn't. Sit right with me. It definitely didn't. It never did. So, received a lot of that. And it wasn't even those kids that did it for me. For me, it was the children that I seen with the cleft lip. What's the cleft lip? Visually, a visual representation of them, mouth closed. This portion of their lip is connected to the bottom of their nose. So it looks like this, right? But the growth of their mouth is the same way. So their gums, the center part of their gums grows up as well. So therefore, the teeth grow like this. And I said that I was going to be a dentist because I knew that what carried around teeth, right? I was going to be a dentist and I was going to help as many children as I could to be able to fix that situation. And I even started, looking into it, understanding that they're the best piece of bone, because there is going to have to be bone taken from another part of their body and placed up there. The best part is the pelvic bone, because it already has a flat curved surface that mimics the palate or the roof of the mouth, however, but that's considered a palate. Sorry for the hiccups, y'all. But my main thing was to help them, because that was the best thing possible. I wanted the best outcome for them. That's my thing. Other people might have really wanted to do things that had particular statuses on them, like material backing to it, like a photographer, or we're not going with the basic doctor, lawyer stuff. We're not going that. Not talking about that. But some people want to be photographers, landscapers, aquamarine biologists. I definitely love those, documentaries. I watched everything animals. Animal Planet was, my jam. Animal Planet was my jam. But my main thing was just helping people, because as I grew older, the surface of it never changed, to help people as deeply possible to be as whole and healthy as possible. Excuse me. Calm it down. Thank you. To help people as deeply foundational as possible. So I even went through a phase that it was strictly money wise, but it's not, because you could help somebody make money and get a stream of income that they didn't have before by doing something passively, but it doesn't change the fact that they're not you. They won't do what you would do with them. But even more strongly so, that I watched when I was into Forex, I watched a lot of South African YouTubers, and not South African YouTubers, South African Forex traders. And there was one particular one that I would never ever forget. And his name is DJ Coach. Have y'all heard of him? I heard of him. We are the same age. I think he retired a couple of months ago from teaching. I think he started teaching like when he was 22. After he like aced it. And he has the most inspiring, we all know Africa. We all understand Africa. So we understand it. It's just can't get no better than Africa. So he had a particular video where he was discussing, and after I finish the story, I'm gonna cut this one. He had a particular video where he was discussing people asking him to give out free signals and free services. And we said, okay. You feel so freely to ask me that. Would you go to a dealership and ask them to give you the oldest model that they have that nobody wants? And not saying that nobody wants, but you know, it's there, it's a piece for free. Would you even feel comfortable doing that? Would that even come to your mind to go up there and ask them that for free? It wouldn't. It wouldn't even come to your mind, because you hold a level of respect for corporations and institutions that is deep down in the core, honey. That's that emotional release. But anyway, that you have respect for an institution to not even dare do that. But then a person who has value to offer because they have dedicated their life's work to helping you, that you're going to ask them to give away their services for free after it took them however long it took them to get to that point, that you're going to ask them to give it for free? But then not only that, but then you think about the people who do give their services for free or give their services for the low, and then they attract some people that just seem to be so, I don't know. I mean, I paid for it, so you're supposed to be there all the time. You're supposed to be on call, on duty. Like, wait, what? No. I gave you a service. You utilize that service to your ability, to your craft, and that's it. What is the difference between that and somebody who offers something high ticket? High ticket has more value because, see, the thing is, people have, through on eons and ages, people have found very high value and obtainment in other things. But see, the thing is, this don't do that. This don't do that. This is the value. This carries the value. This within is the value. That's why the people who ain't doing what you was doing, or the people who ain't doing what the system told them to do, they're able to come up with the value from out of what you think is thin air. Because they're allowed to be who they're meant to be when they were born. And these people are now serving the world with their value. And I'm not going to say that I'm going to be a high ticket person. I don't know. But for the time being, I know that I'm not the only person who takes free stuff and run with it. I'm just not. I take it and run with it. And I know there's other people out there too. So, service will be affordable. And if you will like, the service, it is emotional detox or emotional release. It is a form of hypnosis. My next video will be discussing hypnosis, hopefully very briefly, just for the people for YouTube who didn't catch me from Instagram and TikTok, because I already talked about that. So, thank you. Love you all. Peace. Love. And I'll see you in the next one.